That's exactly right. In the Scandinavian countries, in 2008, they banned amalgams because of environmental and health purposes. Now, environmental is when you take out amalgams, and that's when the most amount of mercury is released, it can get into the water supply. There also were a number of studies that came out of Sweden that really showed some health risk with the mercury coming off the amalgams and offering up all of these problems that Dr. Curatola is talking about.
Walk me through exactly how the mercury gets out of the amalgams. I mean, we talked about this vaporization that was not known to even exist, a few decades ago.
That's exactly right. So whenever the amalgam starts to wear, any type of contact, so imagine chewing, people who grind their teeth, people who have their factors that increase the amount of mercury vapor coming off, the amount of amalgams in your mouth. How old are they? You know, when they get older, they corrode, and the breakdown of that mercury vapor comes out much greater. Do you grind your teeth for a long period of time? Do you have carbonated sodas, which lowers the pH in the mouth and increases the amount of mercury? So there are a number of factors that actually can accelerate that amount of mercury, but they just haven't tested it enough to correlate it with these medical issues.
So I was doing my own homework on this, and mercury vapors rising out of the teeth, they're invisible to the eye. No one has ever seen them. But for the first time on television, for the first time ever, I'm going to show you what happens when you brush your teeth with mercury fillings. I'm going to get some help from my friend Dave Wentz. I work with Dave and his PhD dad a long time. Their company are big sponsors of HealthCore, which is the Children's Health Foundation. We were doing a program together, and I witnessed you do this demonstration with your father. It just blew me away. And I wanted you to bring it alive on stage today. So if you could, show us how this monitor and this little contraption you built can reveal to us what happens when we brush our teeth.
Okay. Well, what we have is a set of teeth with typical silver fillings in them, and we've contained it in this glove box with a special air filter to protect everyone in the room, so we don't have any mercury toxic element. We don't want it out.
And so what's the amount of mercury right now that's in this box?
We've ventilated it. We've used the filter to clear it out, so we're at 0 now.
Okay, so I'm going to put my hands in the glove so you can run the device. And here, just to point out, you built us a mouth here. Can we all see the mouth there? And what do you have in there? Those are amalgam fillings?
Yep. We've been told that when you mix mercury with silver, tin, copper, it becomes completely stable. No mercury vapor supposed to be released. And we're going to do a little demonstration to show how much is released.
So if I brush, for example, parts of the teeth that don't have any mercury, like here, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But you're arguing that if I brush down here, it is. Okay, go ahead. I'll start brushing now. Now, at what point should I be concerned? At what level is it, more than we're supposed to have?
Anything over 0 is toxic. So we're at 61.
Oh, my goodness. 61?
61 micrograms.
Now, how can anyone dispute that mercury is coming off amalgams?
You really can't. You can't. It's happening. We have the devices. We have the technology to measure that mercury vapor, and we are well above the limits that you would want to be exposed to. That mercury is coming off the fillings into your mouth, going across the blood-brain barrier into your brain.
Thank you very much. And I saw this the first time, and I could not believe that it actually was revealing something that we've been disputing. This is a science experiment, but it does conclusively, to me anyway, demonstrate that we do shed gas off mercury in ways that we don't want to when we brush our teeth. Of course, normally we don't measure it in the air in your mouth, although it's concerning that numbers you're not supposed to have in the air are found in your mouth in high doses.
Closed space in your mouth.
But we were looking at urine oftentimes, which is how you would measure the amount of mercury. So I've got a guest here who actually believed that she had mercury toxicity from her amalgam filling. Dana, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet
You
you.
can come on down. You always want to be taller than me. So I'd love to hear your story. I'm intrigued by this because so many of us have amalgam fillings. So what made you believe, actually, what were your problems to begin with? And then what made you believe that mercury fillings were the cause of them?
Well, when I was younger, I had about 15 mercury amalgam fillings placed in my mouth. And as I got older, I started to have terrible tremors, hand tremors. I couldn't concentrate, and I thought I was losing my memory. I know it sounds crazy.
No, by the way, I hear these complaints from a lot of people. We just don't know why they're happening, which is why I'm so curious about this as a potential cause.
Right.
So how did you actually identify that you had mercury in your body? Did you do any of the tests that are available for that?
Yes, I did some urine testing.
And you had high levels of mercury?
Yes.
Did you have the amalgams removed?
I had them removed, yes.
So then what happened?
Some of my symptoms went away immediately. Other symptoms have taken a while to dissipate. I'm still working on them.
Are you happy that you had the amalgams taken out?
Oh, yes, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
You would do it again?
Yeah.
All right. So despite the growing controversy about mercury and amalgam fillings, the official position of the American Dental Association is still that they are harmless. Again, this is a very strong group. They've done many wonderful things. So I wanted to hear from them. And here's what they said. They said dental amalgam is considered a safe, affordable, and durable material that has been used to restore the teeth of more than 100 million Americans and has established a record of safety and effectiveness. So coming up, if you're concerned about what you've heard so far, you may be asking, should I have my mercury fillings removed? The answer will truly surprise you. What's next?